Hello everyone, I am Erika of beadingschool.com and you are watching No One Has to Bead Alone, my weekly beading broadcast to make sure that every beader all around the world has company. Today we are going to bead together Vicky Roberts' design, the GYPSUM flower. I don't have a clue how to pronounce that, and I pronounce that with a slight Dutch pronunciation, I think. Please forgive me. So today another No One Has to Bead Alone design from the Desert Rose Beading School Academy box is waiting for us. And it was designed and beaded first by lovely Vicky Roberts, second lovely Susie 𝐂𝐋𝐈𝐂𝐊, who sent me a picture in the morning and told me about how much pleasure she had while beading it. And third, by me, because I already have one of the earrings ready. And then now it's your time. And amazing Rachel says that she can hear me and see me. And I also see Loretta, Tammy, Malia, Anita, Rita, Rachel. Rachel says, hello to all the lovely people here. I hope you are all happy and fulfilled today. Hello, Erika. You look great today. How do you feel? Thank you so much, Rachel, for asking. I enjoyed beading Vicky's earrings together with a very nice cup of cappuccino in the afternoon. So I can't wait to share the design with you, ladies. And Kimberly says, this is a very beautiful design indeed. And my favorite part about it is that it feels so sturdy and it has quite some substance. It is a bit like 3D, and beaders who like bracelets, for example, when you like feel that you have a bracelet on, this is yours. I also see Amy Paula. Hi, Amy Paula. Is it your first time, maybe? I see Hannah, Angelina, Sherry, Bernadette, and also Judith. So, ladies, today we are beading the gypsum petals. I'm so unsure about the pronunciation, should have checked it. So Vicky says about the design, inspired by the striking beauty of gypsum crystals, these earrings are a tribute to the natural world. They capture the mineral's unique properties, from the delicate shimmer of selenite to the intricate, layered formations of a desert rose. Designed to sparkle from within, these earrings are a simple and elegant statement. And indeed, you will see once it appears on your bead mat how intricate, especially the middle part of the earring is. And Melinda looked up for me for today a picture of the desert rose, so you can have a good idea of what one of the inspirations were behind the collection. Gypsum. Okay, Malia says it's gypsum. Thank you, Malia. So, yeah, indeed, everyone, please stay safe during the hurricane season if you are in that part of the world. But now, let's forget about all kinds of things going on. Let's focus on our beads, because you can already download the tutorial from the usual page noonehas2beadalone.com, or you can go to beadingschool.com and then find the No One Has to Bead Alone part. Sorry, I will adjust my camera a bit. No One Has to Bead Alone in the main menu. So as always, there are two versions waiting for you. So on one hand, you can download the tutorial starting from 1 hour before the workshop for 3 days as a gift from me and Beading School. For that, you need to click the yellow button. And you can also choose to support the video, and you can put the tutorial to your shopping basket and check out through the Beading School Bead shop if you click the pink button. The gift option will disappear after 3 days, but the PDF tutorial will always stay online in the Beading School Bead shop. And we have 2 beaders at least with us here who are beading with us for the first time together. And it's Teresa. She says, "Hi everyone, I am here for the first time in real time because I am home from work today during the live broadcast." Welcome, Teresa. And also Sabine says, "Hi Erika and the other beading friends. My first time beading with Erika together. I'm so incredibly happy, ladies, that you joined us today. And ladies, say a big welcome to Teresa and Sabine. And I have a feeling, but maybe I'm mistaken, that it's also Amy Paula's first time. Also, many other beaders joined us in the meantime: Tina, Linda, Asta, Cosima, Gail, Malia, Corinne, Loretta, Erika, Iveta, Jen, Cindy, and Joanna. So, lovely ladies, today we are beading a design where we need, among else, ginkgo beads. And that's why we decided this week to bring you some new colors of ginkgo beads into the Beading School Bead shop. So if you click the link that I have just posted, or if you scan the QR code on the screen, then you will find what is new in the bead shop, or specifically the ginkgo beads, and also other shaped beads this week. So besides the ginkgo beads, during this theme, we are also using the leaf beads, and we have new colors available from the leaf beads. I really, really like the pink one, the chalk-based pink one. Then we also have a bunch of new fire polished beads with the Celsius effect that we also introduced during this desert rose theme, and they come in 3 and 4 millimeter sizes. A big bunch of the ginkgos, and lovelies, make sure to check out the crystal. Oh, it's gone. The crystal gleam white glaze is gone. I wanted to have some of those. Who took them so fast? So yeah, we will need to restock some of the ginkgos. All the other seem to be in stock still. But that one that I had my eyes on, crystal gleam white glaze, it's gone. I will keep an eye on you ladies, that on whose bead mat does it appear. Anyway, I'm just joking. I'm really, really happy that you like the new ginkgos and the new leaves. And also a reminder that we managed to restock today the canoe beads, and we even added some new colors of the canoe beads that we played with during the previous theme. And also, let me check. I had to make another announcement and I forgot. What was that? Miyuki Slender Bugles. Miyuki Slender Bugles are also restocked by the lovely treasury ladies. So make sure to check them out if your stock is running low, because just today the ladies managed to add them again. And Cindy is laughing because now I'm eating my own medicine that I really, really wanted to have those ginkgo beads, and now I can't, and I will see them appearing on your bead mat. But anyway, I'm happy for you, and let's see what kind of beads do we need for today's gypsum flowers. So we will need for each motif, and multiply the numbers, please, by the amount of the motifs that you will need. So I'm reading the amounts that you need for one motif. If you need earrings, then double the amounts. If you want to make maybe a small pendant and a pair of earrings, then triple the amount, and so on. So anyway, for one motif, you will need 4 pieces of milky rectangles. You need 2 pieces of the 6mm Preciosa Chaton Montes. We will bead together. We have time today to bead the main part of the motif. So for that part, you need 1 Preciosa Chaton Monte in the 6mm size. Chaton Rose Monte, sorry, Chaton Rose Monte in the 6mm size. Then you need 8 pieces of 3mm Preciosa bicones, 4 pieces of 4mm fire polished beads, 4 pieces of ginkgo beads, a little amount of size 15 and size 11 Miyuki seed beads. From the size 15, you can have 1 or 2 colors, it's up to you. And you also need 12 pieces of bugle beads. Lovely Zuzi also measured for you that what is the thread length that you need for this motif, and she added it to the description. So you need 10 centimeters or 43 inches of the usual fire line. So ladies, do you have any questions about the material that you need for today's motif? Please let me know. In the meantime, I will switch to my hand camera, so I will show you the Desert Rose video to give me time to make the switch. And afterwards, I will read your questions about the material. And of course, we have everything available in many, many different colors in the Beading School bead shop waiting for you. We ship worldwide. And if you order to the United States of America, then currently we are covering the 15% extra costs for the tariffs. So I'm waiting for your questions, and I'm doing the switching between to my hand camera. So I am back. You should hear me talking, ideally, and you should be able to see the illustrations and to see the earring that I have beaded already. As you can see, as I told you today, we have time together for the main motif, so that's the variation that I made. Please let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. In the meantime, Lita joined, Patricia, Chelsea. Then Hannah is here. She says she got her box yesterday and she's happy with her gifts. So good to hear, dear Hannah. Martika is here. Elena, Loretta, Yosin, Cindy. And Cindy says she can see me and hear me. So let's start beading. And now I kindly ask you to focus on questions connected to what we are doing. And then in the end of the broadcast, we will have time and space again for all kinds of other questions. So let's start by beading through a Miyuki rectangle. This is a flat Miyuki bead with one hole only. So whenever we use it, we need to make sure that it doesn't turn around unless we want it to turn around. So I picked up one of these, and then I pick up 3 size 15 seed beads, and I bead back through the same hole of the Miyuki rectangle. So after I bead back, then the 3 Miyuki 15s, they will sit on top of the rectangle as a little picot. In the next step, we pick up a size 11 Miyuki seed bead, another rectangle, and 3 more size 15 Miyuki seed beads. And we do the same, so we bead back through the Miyuki rectangle, and again the 3 Miyuki 15s will sit on top of the rectangle as a little picot. So what we want to achieve are 4 pieces of Miyuki rectangles connected to each other by a size 11 in the middle of the motif, and always the 3 pieces of size 15s sitting on top of the rectangle. So I need to repeat this step 2 more times. I pick up a size 11, a Miyuki rectangle, and 3 pieces of the Miyuki size 15s. And I bead back through the rectangle bead. I always want to make sure that there is no thread left visible in between the beads, and this is a little bit tricky part to hold good thread tension, but just in a little time we will solve it. And until then, lovely ladies, please persevere. You shall be rewarded by a very beautiful earring or another jewel. It's up to you. So I have 3 of the rectangles. I need to pick up another size 11, another rectangle, and 3 pieces of Miyuki size 15s. Again, this is the 4th rectangle, so I know that I will not need any more. The 4th picot. But what is missing? The 4th piece of the size 11 connecting the first and the last rectangle to each other. So what I'm going to do is I pick up a size 11 and then I bead through the very first rectangle. I repeat the thread path through the picot, bead back through the rectangle, and I bead through the very first size 11 that I picked up. So this is how it should look like. Do you have any questions, ladies? Let me know. Loretta says all is good. Oh, and she cannot do any beading still, but she's here with us. I hope you get better soon, dear Loretta, and can bead again together. So, if all is good for now, then let's connect those 4 pieces of size 11s to each other into a little square, little circle, whatever you want to call it. Important is that I want them indeed to be connected to each other, because for now the size 11s are only connected to the rectangles, but I want them to be connected to each other. You can do this once, twice, whatever feels good. And lovely ladies, please let me know how it's going. It's very important for me to know. Also, if you are going well, not only the questions, on top of the questions, this is super important for me to know that it's going well. Terry is here and she's working on another project while spending time with us. So good to have you here, Terry. And now, after connecting the size 11s to each other, I bead towards the outer edge of the motif and through a rectangle, and I repeat a tiny more from the thread path by beading through 2 pieces of size 15s. So I want to finish by exiting the middle size 15 from a group of 3. And what's happening in step 5? Let's see. We're going to join to each other always the middle size 15s from each group, using groups of Miyuki slender bugle, 5 pieces of Miyuki size 15s, 3, 4, 5, and 1 more slender bugle. So with these 7 pieces of beads, I bead through the next Miyuki size 15, sitting in the middle of the group of 3. I wanted to show you how much it's visible, the bugles, just on the edge. If you want to like combine the colors nicely, it's important to know how visible they are or not. So they are kind of framing the motif on the bottom. And I need to repeat this 3 more times. So I pick up Miyuki slender bugle, 5 pieces of size 15s, another slender bugle, and then I bead through the middle bead from the next picot. Tina says, fantastic work. I'm really happy that you enjoy beading this for now, dear Tina. You will have a beautiful motif on your bead mat soon. Now I pick up again bugle, 5 pieces of the size 15s, and another bugle. I bead through the size 15 in the middle of the next picot, and then it's time to add the last group. Yay! I have here 6, Linda says. Indeed, but I will, thank you so much for telling me. I will solve it magically without having to undo it, I have this little pin here. What a coincidence, I found it recently in a box when I was unpacking. Still, my very last box after moving. So I broke it with this pin, and thanks to this I could make sure that I am pushing the shards of the glass when breaking it outwards, so I don't damage the thread. So now I can pull it, and I add the last group of 𝐂𝐿 slender bugle, 5 pieces of size 15s. So nice that you are keeping an eye on my beadwork, by the way, ladies. And I bead through the size 15 that I was exiting in the beginning, and then I continue until beading through a group of size 15. I like to do that. I like to start from the second or third group, so that's why I'm repeating a little bit more from the thread path. And by the way, this was not my idea. I got it actually as a gift, I think from Jean Power with one of her books, but I'm not 100% sure. So I think from her, but I'm not 100% sure. Thank you, dear Kimberly. I know that I can count on you, ladies. So when I pull this, then it is slightly doming up. Don't worry about that. And you should be exiting at the end of step 5, a group of 5 𝐂𝐿 15s. And now we will attach some sparklies in between 2 groups of 5 seed beads, exactly opposite of each other. So exiting that group of 5, now you need the ginkgos. Now you need the ginkgos, ladies. But make sure that both holes are nice and unclogged. So I pick up a ginkgo bead from the thick part towards the thin part, 3 pieces of the size 15s in the same color, size 11. Then I bead through the 6mm Chaton Rosemonte, and then I pick up the beads that I've already picked up before the Chaton Rosemonte, but in opposite order. So size 11 𝐂𝐿 seed bead, 3 pieces of size 15s, and a ginkgo, this time from the thin towards the thick part. And then with everything on my thread, I bead through the group of 5 opposite of the one that I was exiting before picking up the new beads. And here, first of all, I bead back through the second hole of the ginkgo. I pick up 3 pieces of size 15s. I bead through size 11, Chaton Rosemonte size 11. Here I pick up 3 pieces of size 15s. I bead through the open hole of the ginkgo. And I finish this step by beading through the group of 5 that I was exiting from at the beginning, and then I continue through bugle, size 15, bugle, and group of 5. So this is how it looks like at the moment. And Jessica says, this is an unusual design. I'm late, so I don't know who was thinking outside the box. Great job. It's Vicky Roberts, dear Jessica. And now we will complete the middle decoration of the motif of the Chaton Rose Monte. So I kind of do the same as in the step before, but without adding another Chaton Rose Monte, but using instead the second open hole of the Chaton Rose Monte. So I pick up a ginkgo, making sure that also the other hole is open. Sneak peek. Then I pick up 3 size 15s, a size 11. I bead through the second open hole of Chaton Rose Monte. And now in the opposite order, so size 11, 3 size 15s, ginkgo from thin to thick side, beading through the group of 5, the last one without a ginkgo bead for now. Beading back through the second open hole of the ginkgo, picking up 3 size 15s, and then beading through size 11, Chaton Rose Monte, size 11, and completing this step by picking up 3 size 15s, beading through the second open hole of the ginkgo, and getting, oh, how pretty it is, isn't it? Getting in position by beading through the group of 5 seed beads, size 15, Miyuki bugle, and one more Miyuki size 15. And also, actually, towards the rectangle, one more. So 2 Miyuki size 15s here. So this is how it looks like at the moment. And let's see what's happening now. I will now fill in the spaces using some seed beads, size 15, size 11, and 4mm fire polished beads. So exiting a size 15 that is next to a rectangle, I pick up size 15, size 11, and a 4mm fire polished bead, and one more size 15. And very important now to spot correctly which bead you need to bead through. You need to bead through the third one after a ginkgo, which is just before a size 11 seed bead. And then we will pick up 3 pieces of size 15s, and we skip the size 11 and bead only through one size 15 next to the size 11. So when I pull my thread, then ideally these 3 size 15s are covering the size 11. It will get better during the next steps, by the way. And now I picked up too little. Now I picked up only 2 of the size 15s. Has anyone spotted that? I need 3. And now, indeed, the size 11 disappeared under the group of 3. Let's see what's happening now. So I pick up a size 15, a 4mm fire polished bead, size 11, size 15, and magic trick, I bead through one size 15 next to the rectangle, and there is one more right next to it, and I bead back right away. So I'm not beading through the middle one, but I'm pulling these 2 close to each other. Here I pick up a size 15, I bead back through size 11 and fire polished bead. So as you can see, there will be 4 size 15s here on the top, 5. One is sitting between the bugles. 2 are next to each other at the top. Those were part of the trio that I picked up all together, and I added now 2 more. So altogether there are 5 size 15s next to each other. And I'm now exiting the 4mm fire polished bead, and I pick up a size 15. Again, I bead through this size 15 closest to the size 11 towards the size 11 under the ginkgo. I pick up 3 size 15s that will cover the size 11 itself, and I bead through the size 15 in the same position as the bead that I am exiting, but on the other side of the size 11. Now it's time to pick up size 15, fire polished bead, size 11, and one size 15. I bead outwards through a size 15 sitting on top of the rectangle, and I bead back through the size 15 next to it. Please, lovely ladies, let me know if you need something to be explained in a different way, or if it's going well. I would love to know it. Here I pick up a size 15 and I bead back through a size 11 and a 4mm fire polished bead. I pick up a size 15 and I bead through the closest size 15 towards the size 11 to even out the fire polished bead towards the middle. I pick up 3 pieces of size 15s and I bead through one size 15 on the other side of the size 11. I pick up a size 15, a 4mm fire polished bead, size 11, and size 15. Okay, Linda says that the explanation is perfect. Thank you so much, Linda, for letting me know. It's very, very useful for me to know that it's going well. So now with these 3 beads on my needle, I bead through the size 15, sitting on top of the rectangle, and I bead back through the one sitting next to it. I pick up a size 15 and I bead through size 11 and fire polished bead. Irene says this is a diabolical thread path. Take it one bead at a time, dear Irene. It's a very clever and inspiring thread path, but indeed we need to be careful about it. Now I pick up another size 15. I bead through one size 15 towards the size 11. I pick up 3 size 15s and I bead through a size 15 on the other side of the bigger seed bead. Now comes only a single bead to complete this. So this was actually what we were doing now. And we finish this step by picking up here a single size 15, beading through fire polished and size 11 because they are already there, you know, like counting magic numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. So I picked up a size 15, I pull my thread, I bead it through a fire polished bead and a size 11, and here I pick up a size 15, I bead through a size 15 that is not yet connected to the fire polished and the size 11, and then I get in position by beading through 2 size 15s, size 11 and fire polished bead, and then size 15 and 3 more size 15s. So I want to finish by beading through a group of 3 that I have added just now. A group of 3 over a size 11 seed bead. Angelina says, Vicky's thread paths are awesome. And Kimberly says, Irene, it's definitely intriguing. And I'm with you, ladies. So this is how it looks like in the meantime. By the way, Vicky created such a nest for the chaton rose motif for the middle that first I thought that it's a chaton rose because she made the claws disappear completely. So let's see how she did that. So, and now be very, very, very careful, ladies. Exiting a group of 3, I pick up another size 15 and I bead through a size 15 before the fire polished bead that I have added during the previous step. Then I pick up a size 15, and this will cover actually the whole of the fire polished bead, and I bead through the other size 15 next to the fire polished. And now again, I pick up a size 15 and I bead through the group of 3 over the size 11 at the tip of the ginkgo. So what's happening here is that I am beading only through the size 15s that I have added during the previous steps, the groups of 3 and the single size 15s holding the fire polished beads, and I'm always adding 1 extra size 15 in between. Here you can see it all happening at once. So I'm exiting a group of 3. I pick up a size 15 and I bead through a size 15 before the fire polished bead. I pick up size 15 and I bead through the size 15 on the other side of the fire polished bead. I pick up a size 15, I bead through a group of 3. Bernadette also agrees about Vicky's intricate thread path is. It's good to challenge ourselves sometimes. It's important to recognize that what is the ideal size of the challenge, let's say, ideal size of the mountain, if I want to compare it to hiking, for example. Not too little, because then accomplishing it is not hard at all, so we don't have the same satisfaction, but not too hard because, well, we want to make it. So the challenge needs to be of a good size when we are learning something. And of course, it helps when we do it together. And if we have a helping hand, like always at beading school. And Teresa says that the needle is getting a workout. And Iveta says, I love this pattern. And Iveta, I want to clap for you today. You have started to bead only recently with us, and your work and beading together, dedication to bead together, it certainly deserves recognition. Lovely ladies, cheers for Iveta. She just joined recently, and let's admit, this is not the easiest pattern to follow along, but she will conquer it just as everyone else here. Kimberly says Erika's bent needle will become more bent for sure. I beaded the first one with this more rigid size 10 beading needle, by the way. And I admit I broke the very last bugle bead, kind of chipped it when I was hiding my tail thread. So I wanted to make sure that it doesn't happen again. Cheers for Iveta, ladies. You're so brave. You are an example, and thank you so much for beading with us. And Leslie Pope is here. Oh my God. Hello, Leslie. So incredibly good to see you. Haven't talked to you for such a long time. I miss you. So yeah, I want to finish this step by beading until exiting the middle bead of a trio that I picked up earlier, which is exactly at the tip of the ginkgo bead. So the nest is becoming nestier. And in the meantime, we have Jessica saying, Iveta, great job. Rachel also, Iveta, well done. Oh, and Erika says, I saw it being at the end and breaking a bead. And do you recognize the annoyance of breaking the bead when you are just securing your tail thread? Everything else is done. Everything else. So yeah, that is a special place in hell for beaders. What did I do wrong? Why did I deserve it? But if you follow along my personal Instagram page recently, then you might have noticed that recently, like, all kinds of things are happening: breaking glasses, mirrors, shoes, the wind blowing out 50 euros of my bag, and so on, and my bike's cable to break, well, snapping while I was riding, and so on. Like, so many things happening, and it feels like it's a time for challenges, and life is testing me if I can keep up the good mood. And yeah, indeed I can. So I think the breaking the bead with the tail thread, that was part of it. And dear Angelina, if you have a technical question, then I apologize for it. Can you please send an email to info@beadingschool.com, and then the ladies will help you out. Thank you so much for your patience. But now it's time to finish the nest above and around the Chaton Rosemonte. So I will be connecting always the middle beads in the from the groups of 3. And oh, Kimberly, and this was like 10% of it, what was happening. But my spirit can't be broken by these little annoyances. So I will be connecting the middle beads from the groups of 3 using groups of size 15, size 11, size 15, while switching to the second color of my size 15s. So this is how it looks like in the middle. So you can have a better understanding. Oh, Rachel says, they just mean a break from your previous life. The future will be all new. I know, Rachel. Everything is like, feels so new, and it feels like I haven't been, as if I have been a different person, not only a year ago, but even half a year ago. That through the challenges, but also through being grateful to all the amazing things that were happening in my life, how I managed to get my home, how I managed to furnish it, how my friends stood by me, how my family stood up also to be with me during these transformative times, how our marriage was transformed into a very strong friendship. Everything, it just feels magical. And yeah, personally, it was a very beautiful time in a way, because I feel the result. I feel how I am a lot better prepared for what's to come. My connections, my friendships are on a completely different level. I have my own beautiful home, and I have this chance to start anew in life and embrace who I am and live these beautiful days, also filled mostly with beads and writing and creativity. So yeah, it feels very special. So anyway, I connected the beads with the groups of size 15, 11, 15. And Kimberly says, sometimes when we get to the top of the mountain, one more windstorm will blow. The rest will be little small breezes. I really hope so, Kimberly. I thought already in March that I am at the top of the mountain. And then such a wind came, such a storm came that I did not expect at all. But I'm through it, and this feels like this is nothing. The little annoyances that a year ago would have made me so mad and anxious, it's like, yeah, whatever, will I waste my energy on this? Not at all. But to stop Erika's philosophical rambling and mixing personal stuff into beautiful beads, let's bead on towards the edge of the motif through many size 15s towards a fire polished bead. And while I'm doing that, I hope that beaders who are more strict about Erika, talk about only beads, will forgive me, but this is something I need to read from Angelina, because I would like to also invite everyone to like keep Angelina in your thoughts and send her good vibes and positivity and show her your friendship, because it seems that she's also going through transformative times, and it matters so much when we feel the love of our people, of our gang. And we are also her people. So dear Angelina, believe me, take one step at a time, plan well, make your Excel sheets, tick it off, even the small wins, so you can celebrate whenever you take a little step towards your goal, and step by step, it will work out for you. I trust you, and I want you to believe that you have the strength. I want you to believe it, that you are strong to make the changes necessary, that you feel that are necessary in your life. So in the meantime, I beaded through a bunch of beads until exiting the size 15 towards the size 11. So I made here a journey here through the size 15s, fire polished beads, size 11, and a little loop through the size 15s until my thread is hanging from a size 15 towards the size 11. And now it's time to add bicone beads, 3mm precious bicone beads, and size 15 seed beads. So the groups that we need to pick up, it will always be size 15 in the second color if you wish so, 3mm bicone, and another size 15 in the same color. And then you need to bead through the group of 5 on top of the ginkgo. Again, you pick up size 15, 3mm bicone, size 15, and here you bead first through a size 15 towards the edge of the motif, and then through the next size 15 towards the middle of the motif. And you repeat this all around. So again, you pick up size 15 in the second color, bicone, size 15. You bead through the group of 5, sitting on top of the ginkgo. And then again, the same group, size 15 by cone, size 15, beading towards the edge through a size 15 next to a size 11, beading towards the middle through the bead next to it, and then picking up size 15 by cone, size 15, and again through the group of 5. So these beads will partially sit on top of the bugle beads. And you know, like, I truly believe that when there is kindness in your heart and compassion, and you are working towards a goal that simply feels true, feels that it is truly like coming from what's inside you, then you will find a way, because there is no other way than to be honest with yourself and forge your own journey. And you will, when you stay positive, then you will start recognizing the good stuff happening around you even more. There will be hardship, there will be challenges like broken mirrors, beads, glasses, bikes, blown away 50 euros when you really don't want that, and a gazillion other things. But you can fix your mind on seeing the good stuff, and good stuff will come your way. Like, imagine that when I was close to moving, then I didn't know yet, like, okay, I don't have much furniture. I decided to like leave most of it behind to Adam. I wanted a really fresh start. And I realized a few weeks before, like, I knew I was just not thinking yet about that part of the journey. But one day somehow it struck me, like, I don't have plates, I don't have cutlery, I don't have glasses. And I was so anxious. I went for a run. And once I came back from the run, like, I haven't told this to anyone. No one could knew that I am nervous because of this. But one of my neighbors was moving, and she put out a bunch of plates to the common place where we always put stuff for each other that we don't use anymore. And there were plates, perfectly nice plates from a neighbor, just half an hour after I got anxious about not having plates. So you will also feel this, see this happening. And every day when I was going through the hardest parts, then every day there was something magical happening, something that felt like as if the path was forging itself, because I had the intention to walk it no matter what. A friend reaching out whom I didn't see for a long time. Someone telling me like, "Yay, Erika, I have extra curtains, I can give it to you," whatever. So many things, so many things. And I trusted that it will feel the same. Just stay positive. But yeah, it is hard work. Let's not deny that. And in the meantime, I finished beading the part that I wanted to show you today. and the small parts that you can do from Vicky's tutorial if you want that little addition. And thank you, ladies, for your kind words. I'm reading it at the same time. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, ladies. So I have a beautiful pair of earrings now on my bead mat, and I can't wait to finish them off. I will be a lot more careful with the bugle bead. And that's also a life lesson. Once we make a mistake, at least try to not make it twice in the same way. We need to learn. Let's not wait for it until we have to learn the same lesson like 5 times. Let's try to yeah, Susanna, it will unfortunately not turn into anyone's diapers because it was blown right away into the canal. I live in Amsterdam, so it's full of water, and I was looking at the 50 euros from the bridge, which was floating nicely on top of the water. So unfortunately, no one could be happy with it. And dear Martika, I have never felt so happy and liberated and strong ever before. So I do know that I am at the good place. I am at a good place, and I am on the good path. So anyway, thank you so much, ladies, for following along. And I would love to mention again the fire polished beads that we have, the new ones in the shop. They have this special effect on top of them. I actually have a bunch of beads here with me if you would like to see them. So I have a few of the Celsians here if you want to see them better. So this is the Rosalind Celsian. These are the ones that I was using also in the earring, the Milky Amethyst Celsian. Then Peridot Celsian looks like this. I'll cover this picture. I will hide this picture so you see this better. This is light Peridot Celsian. Then this is teal Celsian. Again, Rosalind Celsian, 3mm size. Sapphire Celsian. And the same in 3mm sizes. Oh, and the ladies from the treasury, they sent me ginkgo beads. So let's see if they maybe included my favorite color that I was looking out for. No, that one is not here. But this is so beautiful. I used to have this from honeycomb beads, white opal iris luster. This is a truly beautiful purple. And this is also an interesting one, the Crystal Backlit Purple Haze AB. I love it that some of them are more blue, some of them are more yellow, more purple. And I also have, I got my favorite leaf beads. This is the one that I was referring to, but I couldn't remember the name. It's the Chalk White Lavender. Super beautiful. And I also would like to... Oh, Marcelina dear, if you noticed anything amiss with the tutorial, please let us know at info@beadingschool.com and we will get in touch with Vicky, and I apologize for it. I would also like to mention that we have the pearly color fuchsia bags. filled to the edge with glass pearls from the same quality as the biggest brands have. So this is an amazing good deal. We have two fuchsia bags, moon color, and that means cold tones, and a sun color, that means warm tones, fuchsia bag, waiting for you. And if you decide to go for the bundle, then you will also receive a gift, Juliana's beautiful tutorial. And the Sophie says about the earrings, you can make a simple pair of earrings with those leaf beads. Indeed, it is already enough. And Erika is asking, did the bags replace the boxes? Dear Erika, not. But when we mostly have boxes when it's about Preciosa to differentiate. And for the other beads and components, we mostly have the bags. It also depends on the size, that what needs to fit inside. But this is the general idea that Preciosa beads and components go to the boxes and the other beauties go to the bags. And Teresa says, in the meantime, happiness all around to you all. It was great sharing this time with you all. Best wishes to you, Erika. Hope to be here in person real soon. I hope it will work out for you, Teresa and Sabine, and all the newcomers and all our usual beaders who are here week by week, twice a week to be precise. And I'm incredibly grateful for your company, ladies. This is also definitely something that helped me so much to navigate all these changes during the past year. And I sometimes still can't believe it, how amazing it is how we spend our days together in the club with our shiny beads. And Susanna is asking about the boxes. And dear Susanna, do you ask about the Beadingschool Academy boxes, or now this Pearl collection, or anything else in specific? Because sometimes there are, sometimes not. If you are referring to the Beadingschool Academy, then with the turquoise subscription, we have always one big tutorial included, with the fuchsia level 2 big tutorials included. And this time, actually, with the desert rose, we have 3 big tutorials included with the fuchsia level box. So it's a super good deal. I hope you can make it again soon, Sabine. And of course, this is the time to ask all kinds of questions. So if anything is on your mind, please bring it on. Oh, Cindy says, I always look forward to Tuesdays and Thursdays with you, Erika and ladies. I'm also always really looking forward. Susan is asking about the fuchsia boxes. Usually so the fuchsia level Beading School Academy boxes, they contain 2 tutorials always. And when we have the Preciosa boxes, the fuchsia boxes, then usually the bundles come with an extra tutorial on top of it. It is always described in the specific product description. And Susan, if you have any questions, please let us know at info@beadingschool.com, or if you have any specific box on your mind, I can also check it for you now. And Sabine is asking, will there be the petals also in silver? Which petals you mean? These ones? I believe so. I believe so. Oh, Susan didn't notice the tutorials. Dear Susan, check out the virtual classroom. You will find there everything, the storytelling night, the challenges. Don't miss out. There is so much that comes with the academy. It's not only the box. We have lunch breaks to meet with other beaders once a month. I am putting here the link for the virtual classroom. Make sure to sign in, Sabine. And then you will find, for example, the dates when you can meet your fellow beaders, when there is the storytelling night. There are many tutorials published that you can use with the boxes. And we also have a YouTube video, I will look it up for you, which explains how to use the virtual classroom. Here is the link for better understanding, because there is a lot. And Bernadette is asking, is this the only way the Zahara motif will be available? No, Zahara is also available on its own, dear Bernadette. And Sophie says that she's going to wear the earrings that she's getting always compliments on the beading school earrings. So nice. So anyway, wow, we are together for a long time today, ladies, but time flew. Time has flown. Thank you so much for your company. Thank you so much for trusting us with your precious bead orders. Thank you so much for the great company in the Beading School Club. And we will see each other on Tuesday with something extra, because you can meet me and Susie together during a recording that we will make for you tomorrow, because on Saturday, I am traveling to a conference, and Susie is helping me with recording a video for you that will be released at the usual time on Tuesday. And then on Thursday, I'm back live to teach No One Has to Bead Alone again. Thank you so much, lovelies. And Jen was also here for the first time. And thank you so much for placing an order. And I can't wait to get to know you better in the Beading School Club, dear Jen. Take care, everyone. Take good care of yourselves, of your loved ones, and happy beading.